If you're hosting for the holiday season this year, I have got you covered. For about 15 years, I hosted both sides of my family. My mom is one of 6 and my dad is one of 8. So let's just say I've learned a few things about hosting large crowds. Today I'm sharing my holiday hosting essentials from Amazon that make entertaining so much easier and way more enjoyable. These are things I've owned for years and they've made every holiday run smoother. So if you're hosting a crowd this season, you're going to want to save this list. Hi, I'm Nikki D, your interior design bestie, here to help you make your home look expensive on a budget. If that's your vibe, make sure you subscribe for a new video every week. Last week I showed you how I decorated my living room for the holidays, and this week we're switching gears to hosting. Whether you're getting ready for Thanksgiving, Christmas, or a cozy dinner party, these are the items that make the biggest difference year after year. I saved everything shared in this week's video to my Amazon storefront, so you could check them out there. But please don't feel like you need to buy them all at once. A lot of these items you can grab at home goods, garage sales, or even thrift stores for way less. I've accumulated what I have over many years of hosting. So take your time, collect slowly, and focus on what you'll use the most. Let's start with the basics, which is folding tables and chairs. I have several 6-foot tables, a card table, and even a console folding table that doubles as a buffet when we have a large crowd. They're perfect when you need flexible seating or a serving space, and then when the party's over, they fold away and store easily. For many years, I used plastic tablecloths, but then my sister came one year and gave a hostess gift of a holiday-inspired tablecloth, and that's what I use now. It's extra long and it goes across 2 tables. You could go with something like this or add a plaid tablecloth, and then you've got instant Ralph Lauren holiday vibes without the designer price tag. The thing I like about having the folding tables is that they come in handy all year round. You saw last week I laid out the Christmas ornaments. If you're organizing your kitchen cabinets, they're perfect for laying things out, and they're also great for crafting or DIY projects. Folding tables are one of those things that you'll use more often than you expect. Next up, we have tiered serving dishes. They're great because they add height and visual interest to your buffet table. They also help you fit more food in less space and make everything intentional instead of cluttered. I have used these for both appetizers and for desserts. A lot of my serving essentials are from Pier 1, which they've gone out of business. So I linked everything up in Amazon, and there are similar styles to this. Some have a black base, a gold base. They even have ones with wood. So it just depends on your design style. If you do not know your design style, take the quiz that's linked below. It'll help you figure it out. If you are hosting big gatherings, this next item is a non-negotiable, and that is a chafing dish or warming trays. This is the one I have. It's nothing fancy. You could definitely go more elevated, and I linked up ideas in my Amazon storefront, but those have to be washed, so keep that in mind depending on how many people you have and how much time you want to spend cleaning up after your party. These will keep your food warm the entire night, so you don't have to worry about anything. I also love that you could just make the food and prepare it right inside the tray, whether it's a half tray or the larger tray. Then when the night is over, you just throw this out. So it's way less cleanup than having to wash the dishes. The one that I have, they stack on top of each other, so they're much easier to store. I was hosting a lot of people, so we actually would use 7 of these, which I know is insane. You have the frame of it, and then you get a larger water tray. Mine is old. You can reuse this. You don't have to rebuy this every holiday. You put the larger tray inside the frame, put your hot water inside of here. Then you get either a full length tray, the shorter one, it's got to be so that the water is at the bottom, or you can get 2 half trays. You put the 2 half trays in the water frame, and then you get these sternos that you light, and those go at the bottom. So I have one side set up. So here you can see the setup with the sterno and the trays. You just use them year after year. So we laid them out buffet style. These are great for parties and serving. You'll use these all the time. Once you have them, you'll never host a big dinner party without them again because they make your life so much easier. It's one of those investments that's gonna pay off year after year. With having that many sterno trays, I did get food labels. These are just cute cards. You can get peel and stick stickers that go on, and you can write with either a marker or chalk whatever the item is that you're serving, so no one has to ask what is that, or if anybody has allergies. I have a cousin that everything she eats has to be gluten-free, so you're able to write whatever that item is and then put gluten-free so people know. Why I like to use the stickers is because if you use the wrong marker or one that doesn't come off, you're gonna need the sticker anyway because they can get ruined. So I just have these cute little ones. I linked up some different options in my Amazon storefront, but these I would say are a must for any party. Another item that you're going to want to have by your food is a designated spot for forks, spoons, and knives. I have ones that actually separate so you can move them apart. There are ones that come either connected or in a tray to elevate it up, but these have worked perfectly. It just depends the look that you're going for, and it's a small touch that's going to make your buffet feel more elevated and polished. Next, you're going to want to set up a self-serve beverage station. The less guests have to ask, the better your night will be. I like to have a glass dispenser set out that has water with lemons in it, and then another one with a signature drink like pink lemonade or iced tea. This is going to free you up so that your guests can help themselves, and it looks beautiful when it's styled with napkins, coasters, or a few decorative touches. Another item that you're going to want to have near your utensils is a napkin holder. I have just used this cute basket that is holiday inspired. I put the napkins in. A lot of times I'll use holiday napkins. Right now I just have white ones in. But you could do something like this, or you could do a lucite napkin holder or a wood one. Anything that's going to just elevate that area and tie back to your decor. Speaking of drinks, bring back the punch bowl set. I have one from Pier 1, but I linked up similar styles from Amazon. This is great because it has the large punch bowl. It comes with the ladle, 10 glasses, and then in this you put your signature cocktail drink. My Aunt Rose hosted Christmas before me. She would have red punch out every year, and you just knew it was going to be there with the pretty glasses. It was this highlight, especially when we were little and we weren't supposed to be drinking the punch because it was spiked. When I took over the family tradition, I brought out the punch bowl and I made this signature pomegranate drink. It is the perfect festive holiday cocktail signature drink. It has slices of oranges, lemons, and limes in it. It's so pretty, and my guests loved it. I'll link it below if you're interested in trying it out. It's another one of those things that you can make ahead of time so that you have less to do when your guests arrive. Next up is extra wine glasses. I bought 20 of these from the dollar store for $1 each, and they have worked out perfect. For some reason, I find that my more expensive wine glasses break easily. But I got these, and believe it or not, they're so durable and strong that these are what I put out every holiday season. The other thing that I do is I add charms to them. So whether it's a bell or a snowflake, here I have a Santa Claus. You don't have to do holiday festive charms. You can do something like numbers or little icons. It's a personal touch, and every year I'd watch as my guests would look at the different charms attached to the wine glass to choose the one that they liked the most so that they would have it for the night. And that made them always remember whose wine glass was whose. It's a small detail that'll help you have less to wash, and it looks pretty too. For after dinner, a coffee maker or electric kettle is essential. I set up a little hot beverage station with mugs, sugar, tea, and coffee. It feels like a cozy cafe moment in your own kitchen. Guests love serving themselves, and it's going to take the pressure off of you after dinner. It's a total hosting win. Every year, my aunt would bring her 45-cup coffee maker, and that was perfect because we were able to make such a large amount. It's very difficult if you're just making 10 cups at a time. If you do have to go that route and don't have the larger urn, you could always get these canisters to put your coffee in. The ones that I have little labels on it that say regular or decaf. Now, not everybody wants to drink coffee. Many people want tea. So I have an electric tea kettle. I actually have 2 of them, and I'll have them out with hot water so it's ready to go. This is perfect and something you'll use all year round. If you don't have one, I highly suggest you get this. Because everybody likes different flavors of tea. I'll have a variety, and then I just store them in this box that I'll have on the counter. You can also get something like this off of Amazon that keeps all your tea organized that you can put out on your counter. Just as long as you have different flavors like decaf, caffeinated, You could get pretty tea bags. It just makes it look more stylish and elevated. Next, you need a holiday apron. I know it sounds small, but trust me, it's essential. Mine is Mrs. Claus inspired. It's super cute. You just put it around. It protects your clothes. That way, when you're cooking, if anything splashes or splatters on you, you don't have to worry about it because you know you're going to be taking those holiday pictures with the family by the tree, and you just want your clothes to look as presentable as possible. And it's not always easy when you're hosting and around a lot of different foods. So this is something that is a must. Sometimes it can be hard to get into the holiday spirit, especially if you're hosting such a large group, because it can be overwhelming. Anytime you put your holiday apron on, it's going to put you in a festive mood and get you ready to be the hostess with the mostest. For many years, I did not have this next item, but it has been a game changer. Grab yourself a Wi-Fi password, either wall art or just a little sign that you have on the counter. There's always going to be someone asking for the Wi-Fi password, so just have it located in a convenient spot and you could tell them it's right over there. The Wi-Fi sign makes life so much easier. You could get a fancy one and use it as wall decor, but this is not something that you have to buy. You could DIY your own. Just get one of your frames, print out the information with the password, have it on the counter. It'll look stylish and it makes your life so much easier. So those are my 10 holiday hosting essentials. The things that I've collected over the years that make entertaining easier and more enjoyable. I linked everything in my Amazon storefront so you could check them out. But again, don't feel pressured to buy everything at once. Collect the pieces over time, mix in affordable finds, and create a hosting setup that works for you. Now it's your turn. Leave a comment and let me know what are your must-have hosting essentials. Next week's video is going to be hosting gifts that I didn't know I needed until I got them. And they're perfect if you're looking for holiday gift ideas for a party that you're attending. If you got some inspiration and ideas from this video, please give it a like, share it with a friend, and make sure you subscribe for more designer-inspired home ideas. And check out my course, Design a Home 101, where you'll learn how to design a home that's both beautiful and functional. It's linked below. For more ideas on how to make your home look expensive on a budget, make sure you watch this video next. Love you all so much, and I'll see you next week. Until then, happy designing. Ciao.